The following message has been co-signed by the Divine and sponsored by Spirit. Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda Fanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest timeless, collective, channeled message from the Tarot in the Shadow series. So, if you're here, it's by Divine Design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. So, you have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on my website. Look in the title of this live, raw, real, unedited, uncut, and unscripted broadcast. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So we're going to begin with your Alpha and Omega messages. Okay, listen, we'll take the one that came out face up. Set that up there for the end of our session, with its companion from the postcard from Spirit. There we go. Set that up there. And let's dig into the messages from the ancestors to see the overall energy for this episode of Tarot in the Shadows. What is the overall energy that's happening? What does the messages from the ancestors have for us regarding tonight's Tarot in the Shadows session? Please and thank you. Are you going to give me one card? Okay, we'll take that one then. We have Artisan coming out of the deck. Artisan. All right. I'll get the book out. This is craftsmanship. Craftsmanship. Okay. So the Artisan card. Let's find out what page it's on. Artisan is on page 79. 7 is the Chariot. 9 is the Hermit. It's like life is pushing you to move forward. Okay, independently. All right, move forward independently. I'm picking up strongly an air of confidence. Confidence is necessary in this experience is another thing that I'm hearing here. Okay. This is an artisan, is someone who is skilled at creating material objects, partially or solely by hand. This artisan's craft might be glass blowing, wood carving, rug weaving, jewelry making, or any number of other creation methods. The true artisan is fiercely independent and protective of what they have created with their own two hands. The production of the true artisan's creations is therefore more limited and sometimes more valuable. Often an artisan will enter into an apprenticeship with a master craftsman. Then with sufficient experience will gain the status of journeyman. Should they continue to develop their craft, they can then be considered a master artisan. In today's world, it takes a unique individual to have the time, patience, and motivation to develop the skills necessary for creating pieces solely by hand. Call on this ancestor to provide the inspiration for such a task. You need to get your hands on something to create. You know this and can feel it. The process of creation starts with inspiration emanating from your soul, moving through your body into your forearms, wrists, palms, and fingers. There's something that's been calling to you, and you need to express it, specifically by creating something with your hands, no matter what that something is. It's a call to action, to be proactive and taking the steps to make it a priority to get it done. Be willing to follow your own path, to take chances, to let go of any judgments about what you produce and bring into being that which is calling to you. If and when objections, obstructions, and frustrations flare up, and they will, quickly dismiss them and stay on course. Doing so in itself will be a great teaching about what you're truly capable of and how you can take risks in spite of any fears, judgments, or qualifications. The courage is there inside of you. And if you need support for the project, find a mentor and also call on this artisan ancestor to help you through to completion. So this is all about what you make with your hands. It's time to get your hands involved. Your hands want to be involved in your experience, okay? It's time for you to create something. Yeah. What is your skill? What do you do? It's time to let this come through for you, okay? I'm playing with the lights. You got it. Okay, so artisan is main energy for tonight's show. We're going to get into the reading. We're going to pull a magic star spread. And I have pre-shuffled all the decks. And tonight we're going to begin with the cue cards. They want 3 more shuffles. So here's the 3rd shuffle. All right. And then we're just going to cut them. Yep. And pull right from the top. Did you see the way that top one just kind of flopped to the side? So we're going to be pulling, this is a 7-card spread. And then we're going to lay them all face down. The bottom of the deck here is doors fly open. Opening up opportunity for yourself through your craft, I hear. All right. We're also going to take from the handmade oracle cards. Once the first card comes out for each of these 7 positions right off the top. Thank you. All right, first card came out, and we're just going to lay these out. So we have all of our cards. And then tonight we're working with the Gilded Tarot for our tarot deck. And if we use any other decks, we'll find out together. The bottom here is everyone I love leaves. Flip side is guilt over leaving. Abandonment issues have been at the bottom of the experience. It's been part of the foundation of what's happening here. Now, if doors are flying open, it's like, here's your chance. Here's your chance. What's this about? Okay, they want 3 more shuffles on the Gilded Tarot. And then cut them, put them back together, and pull them off the top. All right. And then we'll get into this spread. Okay, yeah, definitely. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The bottom of the Gilded Tarot says the Fool. It's the Fool card. Yeah, doors fly open for you to move on. Okay, I do feel like this is about how you have handled abandonment issues. Somebody here, that's coming through in your craft. Did your abandonment issues cause you to become like a great master artisan? It's something that you do. It's like we all have different responses to our emotional trauma. And so many of us use emotional trauma as a source of inspiration. That's a beautiful way to transmute that energy. Put it in a painting. Write that song, that poem, whatever it is, create something with that emotional pain, because it serves and it lives. It lives, especially, even if it's just on your notebook or whatever, it's out. It's got its life there, right? And you've got it out of you. It wants to come out of you. And this energy wants to come out of you. So what is the past energy we have in this situation? Foolish. Recreating reality. Nothing in my world is real. The meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. From a communion with God. And we have the 7 of Cups, opening up opportunities. Okay, so what I see happening in the past is you realize where you actually do have power. This is just like I was playing skip ball with a friend of mine today, and she was like, all these 10s, I can't get out from underneath these 10s. And it's funny. So about the 3rd time she said it, I said, well, you did call for it. So what do you know? And then she started playing with that. And literally she was getting 10s everywhere. I was getting 10s. It was interesting. And then the cool part about it was like, I was able to play my 10s. She was just stacking them, right? So we started channeling the messages. It was coming through us like, finish it up. It's a new beginning with infinite potential. Anyways, and then so she started calling it out differently. She needed a 4, so she started calling out 4s, and the 4s started showing up. I was like, look, you called it out, and it came. So there's something here about recreating energy and what you're calling out to bring in this new energy, this new cycle. So you're recreating your reality. You've been doing this because this is in your past position. So let's see what's in your present position in this reading. In the present position, we have stay in bed. We have how can you be free without first allowing freedom to flow on all time, space, and dimension? I am free. I am honoring the freedom in you just as I do in me on all time, space, and dimension. Okay. And we have the 9 of Swords. I heard triggered much. Okay. So are you in your current energy, are you triggered about something? And so you're like, okay, I'm just going to allow freedom. I'm just going to allow freedom in my trigger. Okay. This 9 of Swords is talking about a need for alignment, but it also talks about fears and worries, staying up all night in the bed. Somebody here right now unable to sleep. Okay. Because they're trying to honor freedom. Everybody has their freedom to make choices, right? So we're going to, let's see. I feel like there's something more here that they're going to bring out as we move forward. Your current position, the stay in bed, is also gives me a healing energy. Sometimes you need to stay in bed. Not feeling so well, you need to stay in bed. You could be feeling more tired than usual in this energy as well. A need to heal and chill and recuperate your own energy. Get yourself back up to par, okay? And interesting, because it was codependency issues in the past, and now you're honoring this freedom, and all this freedom is coming up here. I also see like you're feeling sleepy, exhausted, because you're going through so much changes. This 9 of Swords is like everything in your brain is changing right now. Your energy is changing because you're doing something completely contradictory to what has been the status quo. The bottom of it was the reason for the reading. Everyone I love leaves. Okay. There's something here about you and your skill in what you do. Okay. And doing it by yourself. Okay. There's something about that. You started opening up opportunities. You did something here that nobody's ever seen before, is what I see. You did something that nobody's really seen before. Okay. You did something really different. You're a powerful creator. You make things that are unique and different. You have your own swag with it. You got your own style with it. You put your own little twist on it. Okay. All right. And you're thinking about how to open up this energy more. You're thinking about how to grow it more. Okay. You're like, you love what you're doing. How can I do more of it? Okay. And I see somebody who's really inspired because of a situation where it's like, they're on their own, okay? They're honoring, it's like letting go of something else. Okay, what am I going to do with that time? Well, I'm going to go into my craft. I'm going to get busy making my art. I'm going to do what I do. You know, it's like that. That's what I'm going to do with my time. That's why I see somebody here. That's what you're saying. You hope a bunch of energy opened up for you in this recently to create a different life, to create a different outcome, to create a different way for yourself, a different daily routine, I hear. Yeah, I see you coming into a different daily routine here because you're starting a whole new cycle. It's like, what are you going to fill your day with? Okay, what are you going to fill your day with? This is also, somebody got inspiration right now recently during a dream. There was a dream. You took a nap. You had a dream. You're like, I know what I'm going to make. I know what I'm going to make. And it's something, for someone, it's a piece of art that relates to your vision of freedom. How are you translating the energy that you received in that vision of what freedom means, of what it means to grant freedom to others and to yourself in situations where they were previously so restricted in your mind, in your energy, that you had to restrict the energy all to yourself? Okay, something like that. Somebody's looking more at alternative romantic situations at this time, not your conventional. Girl, get comfortable. We're about to do something you never done before. Baby, not the usual. Tonight we're getting unpredictable. So there's something here about unpredictable energy in your life. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like you go and you channel that all into your craft. Okay. And for somebody, your craft is going through these unpredictable situations. They said, like, dude, you just go through so much random shit. Okay. In your life, you go through so much different experiences, such a wide array of experiences. Thank you. Clean up your act, Melinda. Okay. Such a wide array of experiences that you go through in this journey. You're very skilled on how to go through challenges. And here, there's something on your mind that's got you up at night. I hear your art is going to help you find the answer, okay? There's something about your art that's going to help you find the answer. All right, in the immediate future, what may come to pass for you, we have watch your back coming out with, you are the cause of every matter in your life. Watch your back, okay? And the 5 of Swords. So if you're looking for a fight, you're going to find a fight. If you're speaking out problems, stress, difficulties, challenges, obstacles, don't be surprised if that's what you find, okay? If you speak it out, and all you can see is difficulties, and somebody says to me, but Melinda, all I have seen is difficult and struggles. How do you expect me to see anything else? And it's like, well, honey, there's always something working out for you. They told me that if nothing was working out for me, I wouldn't wake up here. Like, that's what Spirit gave me the download. I got that a couple days ago in a conversation with a young lady. She said, it's nice to see you. I said, it's nice to be seen. It's nice to see you too. She says, how's everything been? I said, well, everything is working out for me. And that's when I heard it. Yeah, as long as I keep waking up here, that's a strong indicator that everything is working out for me here. Because if it wasn't working out for me here, then I simply wouldn't wake up here anymore. I'd wake up somewhere else. So let's look at the heart of the matter. How are you really feeling about this situation? You have the fork in the road. I looked at it first in reverse, okay? So for somebody, you don't like the fork in the road, but there is a fork in the road, okay? How you really feel about this? Angel number 1144, positive changes, independent, self-reliant, new techniques, don't take no for an answer, efficiency, solutions, positive thinking, miracles, ready for the next phase. Yes, intuition. You're feeling intuitive about this change. There's a fork in the road. You've already had this intuitively. Yes, the Queen of Cups is telling me that you saw this change coming, and that's how you're feeling about it. You're like, I knew this was going to happen eventually. I knew that it was headed this way. I knew that this was in the cards for me. Some of you already knew that the changes that are happening right now were in the cards. Okay, some of you got a reading that says something was going to cycle back around to you. Okay, you know you have to watch your back. Okay. So I see, like, anywhere where you continuing to allow in cross-current energies, that's going to keep, I mean, you're going to keep having to swat it away. You know what I'm saying? It's going to keep coming back as long as you keep trying to, I'm hearing fight with it. As long as you keep trying to fight with it, like, there's something here about allow it to be what it is, accept it for what it is, and just move forward, move forward, I'm hearing, and just move forward. You don't have to fight with everything, okay, especially when it's not even there. They're giving me the vibes of when, like, say you're at the grocery store and somebody is just rude, disrespectful in some sort of way. So they give you a bad moment. You can take that with you forward and keep living in that bad moment, or you could go on, and leave that moment there in that moment. You don't have to take that moment with you. So you had a 2-minute interaction with somebody who is a complete douche. That's a long interaction, even if it was 2 minutes, right? But how many minutes are there in a day? Somebody knows that number. There are, let's see, we're going to take 60 minutes times 24 hours a day. That's 1,440 minutes a day. Minus the 2 minutes. You still have 1,438 minutes a day to decide how you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to think about. You don't have to give a minute more to it. There's something here about you don't have to give it a minute more. So there's something here you really want to do, but there's something here that's a cross current. It's like maybe you get, I see somebody who gets afraid, and worried about how things are not working out for them all the time, okay? And it's like you do that and it makes you doubt your abilities with what you've been focused on your main project, on your main career, on your main thing that you've been building. You've been building something with your hands, okay? Your business, your craft. They're saying don't give another minute to those thoughts that it's not going to work. Like, why would you do that? They say, can't you open up possibilities to see how it could work for you, okay? And just like in that card game tonight, what if you were looking for, the next card that's going to help you play your hand right instead of the next card that's going to keep you feeling blocked. Thank you. That's the way they want it said. So let's see what's happening unconsciously in this situation with you, okay? So it's like what's beneath the surface. Interesting. Unconsciously, your dearest wish comes true. You're unconsciously knowing that. Unconsciously, I am the magic. I am the magic. And unconsciously, the Two of Cups, look at that. There is love here. It's like the unconscious self knows this. How do we get the conscious self to understand that? That you're the magic, okay? Your dearest wishes are coming true. Just calm the fuck down. Relax, while this period of shift is happening. Things are changing around you. And you're absolutely going to love what you're brought to. Your unconscious knows that. So that's interesting. Let's see your conscious desires, what you're really looking for in this. Persevere. You want to get through this last phase, I hear. And these feelings are stronger than any I've known. It's uncomfortable because my heart has grown. You know this consciously, that there's an experience here that causes an expansion of your own heart energy. It's uncomfortable. You understand that. You admit that to yourself. And the Strength card. The situation is uncomfortable, but it's calling for you to stand in your power right now and move forward. So for some of you, this is about your career or your business, your craft, right? And you're looking for the love in it. You know it's coming, but there's some sort of change happening. Did you have to get rid of, somebody had to get rid of some unhealthy clientele, okay? Why were they unhealthy? Because they brought a lot of drama in. You're concerned about standing up for yourself at work or in your career, in your business, in your whatever this is you're invested in, because they're gonna, go out there and they're gonna talk stuff and all this stuff, but it's a problem if you keep allowing it. So you're concerned about, have I made the right choice? Okay, do I need to continue to deal with this person anyway so they don't go out there talking stuff about me? I heard, don't worry. What they say, all advertising, all free advertising is still advertising or something like that. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. There's that saying, for whatever reason, it's not coming to me right now. But here's the thing, what is coming to me is, let them talk, baby. Because all that's going to happen is folks around this person know how this person is. So if they got a problematic energy, trust me, you're not the only one that's noticed it, okay? And the more they talk about what you got going on, all they're doing is spreading the news. See, there's some folks that's around whoever this is, that's talk shit about you. Yeah. And they already see how this person's energy is, right? So it's like, they know, I love that. They know to take what this person says with a grain of salt. It's like, You can't always depend on everything that person says. They probably just had an attitude when they went up there. That's why they had that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person is the reason. Whoever this is, you are the cause of every matter in your life. Whoever this is in your experience, it's here, that is going to bring some drama. It's like they bring the drama to their life, right? This is what this person, it's like they sit in that energy. Unconsciously, you got the power. And this is the thing here. At the heart of the matter, that something's got to change in this situation because of your positive thinking. You got to keep that in check, okay? Is there a fork in the road for someone with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Because this is a queen here. We have a queen here. There's one queen here. She represents an external influence, okay? A Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, feminine energy here. There's a fork in the road. And that's at the heart of the matter here. Something's got to change for positive thinking, okay? Because there's some drama here that, is with the watch your back. It says that it's behind you. This type of fight, this stress, this is behind you. You've done this before. You don't need to do this again. Consciously, that, everybody's not running at the same speed here. And this is reminding me, if any of you watched the TikTok that I put out today. As a matter of fact, they want me to look that up. But if any of you watched the TikTok that I put out today, it talked about how it was the higher self and the physical experience, right? What the higher self knows versus the physical experience. Yeah, that video right now has 19 views. So some of you have watched it. And it talked about, it's like you have to hold on, just keep holding on because it's all coming together, right? It is coming together. And the situation is uncomfortable because you've already grown. You have the courage. You're ready to move forward. So while you're in this period, it could feel uncomfortable. It's Nine of Swords is talking about being uncomfortable with a situation. You're like, I need to sleep at night. I see you're like, I need to sleep good at night. I don't need to be in stress. I don't need to be in stress at this time. So let's see what's the outcome in this situation here. What's the resolution? Jackpot. You got jackpot energy coming out with, I am thriving. I am thriving in all areas of my human experience now, including love, health, wealth, spirituality, family, career, and pleasure on all time, space, and dimension. Now, one thing I want to point out is with the now, they specifically made me make this W much larger because they were like, W for the win. Yeah, with the jackpot, you're winning. Okay, you're winning. And with the world, I got the whole world in my hands. So there's the energy here. It's like what you're building. Everybody might not like it. This is like that hater person that comes up and they got something to say. You know what I'm saying? This is a drama person. Just because you got one drama person in the way, don't mean you're not still headed for success. You know your success. I see that for someone here, you have a person who like to talk shit, bring stuff about the past. You're concerned about how things are going to work out. This person's starting to cause some stress in your experience, but it's like, somehow it's all going to work out for you. You got the power, you got the magic to make it work about this opportunity because you love what you do. You know this, okay? And as you put your love and your focus towards anything, it expands and it grows, okay? It takes a while. You also know that it takes a while for things to come together sometimes. And it's uncomfortable because your heart is expanding. You're putting all this expansion energy into your creation. You're putting it into your art. You're putting it into your craft. If your craft that you're talking about is your family, you're being more attentive to your family, making sure that you take time with all of your children, making sure that you take time with everyone in your home. And because some of you, that's your craft. That's your craft. See, everybody's craft, what you do with your hands. Some of you, what you do with your hands is you take care of a family. You take care of a home. You know what I'm saying? Housewives are more appreciated now, I feel like, than they've ever been. But there's so many that still have not seen that. And I say here, like, you're going to see it. You're going to see the appreciation for everything that you did, okay? You know that there's love here, but here's the thing. You can't let this situation where there's somebody here trying to cause stress mess you up. And that's why there's a need for the fork in the road. For somebody, this is about your career. And here you have somebody from the past trying to come up and start some mess about some BS that don't even really matter. You know the people love you. Somebody trying to out here put some negative marketing out on you, trying to put an ugly review. Oh God, I can't tell you how many fake ass reviews from people who are just pissed off that they couldn't afford the price at my shop are on one of these websites. But I'm gonna tell you what else. There are way more positive reviews that are honest about my business, and my business has a very high rating on Google as a result. And so it's like, don't worry about the haters, because the love is where it's at. That's love grows much stronger and faster than hate. Don't worry about that hate energy that's trying to come around. Okay, you're gonna catch some haters. Somebody here, you're gonna catch some haters, because you're in this position here where the whole world is becoming available to you. You're coming into a very winning position. This is going to cause some change in some connections that you have around you. You've already seen this coming. Chances are you've already started these changes in these connections. They're not going to like it all, because you're winning. You get the jackpot. This is your outcome. Jackpot and the world, and you're thriving, and I am thriving, and I am thriving, and I am thriving. I see somebody here who looks at themselves in the rear view mirror. And while you're driving down the street, you're at a red light. I see you grab the rear view mirror, point it at yourself, speak to yourself in the eyes, and you tell yourself, I am thriving. And what would that do for your life if you made that a habit? At every red light, when you're driving to work, you pull the rear view mirror down from the center, focus yourself on the eyes and say, I am thriving. Then you put it back up and you go about your day. No resistance. You're just doing it. It's auto programming. You know what I'm saying? Programming yourself. Speaking to the conscious and the subconscious. The subconscious is getting the message if you're doing this, and the conscious, like everything is just waiting to catch up, because your higher self is getting there faster than the physical world is getting there, but it's all getting there. And that's also the value of time resting, because the spiritual world, right, taking a rest, okay, letting the physical can't catch up. That's how it happened. Once you stop stressing about it, once you just leave it alone, things come in. So there's a big change happening here, and it has so much to do with your positive thinking. You've been positively thinking in your life. There's a fork in the road, and this Queen of Cups is here. Let's find out more about why this Queen of Cups is here. They said take one card off the top, since she's the only person showing up in your reading. The Six of Swords. So this Queen of Cups is here. This Queen of Cups is here showing up as a sign for you to continue moving forward, get away from this struggle. See, the Six of Swords is the next card from the Five of Swords, right? So in the Five of Swords, you're standing here arguing and fighting. In the Six of Swords, you're leaving that behind. So are you moving away from this Queen of Cups? Let's take another card and find out what you're doing with this Queen of Cups. The Eight of Wands, it looks like you're moving towards this Queen of Cups, okay, with this fork in the road. So I want to pull something over this fork in the road. We're just going to keep going off the top of this deck. This fork in the road looks like Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy. Are you separating from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Or are you separating because intuitively you know that if you move forward, you're going to love what you find, okay? And so this fork of the road is separating from a situation because you're taking care of your own garden. That Queen of Pentacles. This is focus on self-development. The Two of Wands. There's the decision. What is it that you're separating from? I heard is the Devil, the Capricorn. You're separating from a Capricorn for your own self-development. You know that moving forward, you're going to find peace from a lot of struggles. Some of you, this isn't you separating from a Capricorn, but this is separating from a toxic connection, a false contract, a false contract. One more time, a false contract that will literally only keep you stuck in a toxic cycle, in a cycle of negativity, self-defeat, abuses of different types, fighting, drama, stress, all your lower vibrational energies. That's what the devil keeps you stuck in. If it feels like misery, if it feels like pain, if it feels like worry, if it feels like fighting, if it feels like abuse, if it feels like depression, if it feels like addiction, if it feels like all of these different things, it will keep you in that cycle there. So this is what you're separating from. Anything that is bringing a negative, false contract into your life. Okay. Somebody here is also taking a vow of celibacy at this time. I see that. Somebody here is taking a vow of celibacy because they want the love before they give their body. Mm-hmm. All right. What else do we want to clarify? I know they say they want to clarify the jackpot. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. Okay, so let's look at your jackpot. Jackpot is the 6 of Cups. They said 3 cards. The 10 of Swords, the past is done, I heard, and the Ace of Cups. The past is done and it's replaced with the brand new level of love and appreciation and respect for yourself, the brand new love experience that you're unfolding, something new that you love, whatever this new experience is. They're not being very specific with it, but they are showing me that you're going to love it, okay? For some, this equals a new relationship, okay? For some, this is a new career that you're coming into where you're able to, I hear, practice your healing arts, okay? This is what you have your sights set on, okay? You've been going through a lot of cycles to get this. This is your fresh start. This is you overflowing with joy and happiness and love and appreciation and pride. I'm getting the word pride. It's okay to be proud of yourself. And for somebody here, this is also definitely about being independent in your own energy. This is about you being independent in your own energy. That's where your jackpot it is. That's where your jackpot it is. That's where your jackpot is at. Okay. With the World card, let's see, why is that World card here in your outcome energy? You have the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius masculine energy. Okay. And you have the 7 of Wands, persistence, and we have the 2 of Swords. Interesting, a stalemate. So this is wrapping up a cycle with the Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. Okay, this is closing out that cycle. This is working out for you and self-love. So for some of you, that's who you're separating from, is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. For somebody else, again, that King of Swords is coming through as that situation that's been very stressful. It's had you caught up in your head. You've been working in a very intellectual field. Somebody's been working in a legal field or an accounting field. I'm picking up. Somebody's been doing something that's like paperwork-ish, office-ish, and you're going to go into something a lot more adventurous. You're going to go into something a lot more higher vibration. Now, I'm also picking up on somebody here where you're not necessarily making a career change, but you're changing how you go about your career. You're changing your attitude as you go, how you go about your day. Remember what we're talking about, my friend and I playing the game of cards, right? It was the same game of cards before she realized what I was saying was true, that she kept calling them 10s out by saying, I can't get away from these 10s. She was speaking it into existence. So then she started saying, where the 4s at? And then she said, where the 1s at? And it was funny because she was getting what she needed, right? And here I am. I'm not really calling out for anything, but I kept getting wild cards. So it was really funny. And so there's something here about that. So here you are. Are you speaking out like, oh, here I got to go deal with these fuckheads again. It's time to get another headache. Time for another miserable day at the office. Like, what the heck? What if you change it through? What if you, I'm going to go in here and before I know it, it'll be time to go home. It'll be like if I wasn't even there. For some of you, that's the best idea we could throw out for you because you really don't like where you go. Everything is working out, though, to try to draw you into something that you do like, So they're saying while you're there, make the best of the situation and start playing with the idea of if you could do anything you love to do and get paid for it, what would it be? One of my favorite questions. If you could do anything you love to do and get paid for it, what would it be? And how can you start doing that now? Somebody says, I want to design t-shirts. I want to design video games. I love baking cakes. What is it you love to do? Because that wants to come out of you so strong. And that's one reason why you have a lot of resistance in that job. What if you change it to, this job is supporting me figuring out what my craft is and what I want to do. This job is keeping me going until I get paid for the art. Okay, there's something here about that as well. And for those of you who are already expressing this artisan energy, this is about you letting go from, well, it's so hard because nobody wants what I have. Nobody can afford it. Or, it's hard because I don't have the right people. helping me out or the right support or whatever that is. Can you just let go of all the reasons why it's hard? Focus on the great product you have to offer. Have a great product to offer. I offer a wonderful service at a wonderful price. I'm so thankful and grateful for all of my consistent, loyal, high-end clientele. I'm so thankful and grateful that I have a job to go to every day that helps me take care of what I need in my life in every way. Even if that's all you can say to speak positivity over the situation, they're here saying that it's definitely going to help raise your vibration to it. But you got to choose it. And if you're doing it from a point of skepticism, anger, and bitterness, it's not going to work out. Like, you got to really figure out why you're grateful for what you have and how it is a means to an end to help you get where you want to get and do what you want to do. So that's what we have for you for tonight's Tarot in the Shadow messages. Let's go into your Alpha and Omega cards from the Angel Tarot first. What do we have for you? It's the Four of Emotions. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. And that goes well with this stay in bed energy. And I told you some of y'all got this idea from your dream. Okay. From the postcard for Spirit, it says, Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenges you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. These motherfuckers over here, excuse me. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. So, craft your life beautifully. There's some beautiful guidance that just came through these cards, and it's right in alignment with everything that we've been talking about. So this is what we have for you tonight. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. Is in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, bye-bye. That's all, folks.